Hello and welcome to another Supernautus stream with me, Supernautus. And guess what we're doing today? We're playing more Broken Sword. Last time on Broken Sword we got some information that we really needed. George met a hospital janitor who was very attached to his cleaning equipment. And we ended up here, further into Paris, where the Templars at one time were disposed of. The Templars, of course, are the main kind of focus of things here, and their enemies were the Hashashin. Very similar, in fact, to the assassins of the Assassin's Creed. Not that this game had anything to do with Assassin's Creed, but, you know, it's got some common themes. So let's continue on. Let's go from here. We are, as you see, in this area with some tourists. These tourists are enjoying the juggling of a clown. And let's go and have a word with them. Gotta be careful about clowns here and people in costumes in general.
Hey, you with the balls.
Yeah?
We?
Hey, you with the balls. Not you, lady.
Be a juggler.
Juggler? What is this juggler?
It's you. You juggle, that makes you a juggler.
No! I am a jongleur!
A jongler? What's that?
Mon Dieu!
Whoops.
A jongleur is an artist, a master of the contre-gravitatic aerobatic mysteries. In centuries past, the courts of the crowned heads of Europe and the jongleurs, witty, erudite men to whom the monarchs turn in their hours of need.
Wait a minute, wait. Let me get this straight. Our enemies are at the borders. Plague ravages the land, and the peasants are revolting. Thank God we've got Chuckles the Jongler to throw his balls around. I
Sounds
don't
about
think
right.
so.
Well, how do you know, George? They don't have these things in America, I guess.
That juggling doesn't look so difficult.
Oh, it does not, does it not? Perhaps you feel you could do better, no?
I'll give it a try.
Be my guest.
Yeah, let's try juggling. I don't think we're going to be very
No idea
successful.
what I was doing. But this guy was obviously an idiot, so how difficult could it be?
Obviously, a lot more difficult than you thought.
Than I thought. That's how difficult.
Now you just look like an idiot, George, as if you didn't already.
Still, it was my big chance to be derided by complete...
Way.
Not so easy after all, is it?
No, I guess not.
Ha ha. Screw you, George.
Hi again.
Oui? What is it this time?
Well, I'd like to talk to you about this.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Le Templier? Ah, the last Grand Master, Jacques Mollet, was burnt on an island in the Seine in 1314.
Wow.
You know, way more than
Pretty well
George.
educated for a juggler.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
He just reads, George. I know that that's difficult for you to understand, but that's what he's doing. He's just reading, and you can do that too if you wanted. So ask him about the white powder. He might know quite a lot about white powder.
Does this plaster interest you?
Well,
Forget it. Forget that I asked.
Does it interest him? What does he expect he's going to say?
Have you seen this man before?
no.
Nope, he's never seen Mr. Merlin.
Look, a red nose.
Ah, you are a clown.
Well, he might act like one.
If so, you would
At
be a
times.
much better jongleur.
For a moment, an idea capered around near the spotlight of my attention, but fell down the pothole of abstraction before I could focus on it.
Oh, that's a shame, isn't it?
Does this grease paint mean anything to you?
A red nose, and now grease paint. You are sure you are not a clown?
Well,
No, he
I
just
was
acts like
distracted
one.
by the idea again. Caper, 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 plummet. No, gone again.
Maybe if he showed you a little car, George. If he showed you a tiny little car that falls apart. Hey, he might shake my hand.
It didn't seem right to fry somebody's palm when they make their living with their hands.
But why not? See what he thinks this is. It's
This
a pogo
tactic
stick without a
is
spring.
key.
I do not want it. Thank you.
Well,
Is
I'm
it
not
not-
selling it. I just wanted your
Go
opinion.
into that sewer.
It is hardly my area of expertise.
I don't know.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
You smoke.
No, I don't.
In that case, it means nothing to me.
Nothing. He's not going to be interested in this card.
Does lab pass mean anything to you?
You work in a lab.
No.
Try again.
You steal lab passes?
Yeah,
No.
that's right.
Well,
We steal lab passes.
This was a special case.
Just on special occasions.
What do you think of this?
It is a medical device, oui?
We.
Feast your eyes on this.
Incroyable. Is it real?
I think so.
Some people believe that great gems always have curses.
Yeah, in this
on
case,
them.
in this case,
Oh,
they're
that's
probably right.
garbage.
Oh yeah, George, because you've had a lot of luck with this gem and finding it, haven't you? A lot of luck.
Disappeared in mysterious circumstances. And the guy who was supposed to get this was shot
Yeah, it's sounding
and then murdered
a little
in a
cursed.
hospital bed.
Here, George, you're making it sound a little
You want it?
cursed.
No.
No.
Thank you.
Die, what does he want it? I don't think he does.
I've got a medieval tripod.
And my uncle Claude
Good for you,
has
George.
hemorrhoids. So what?
Exactly. So what, indeed. So what,
Catch
George?
you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
You anything exciting to say? Okay, let's speak to this old man. You speak to the tourists, but I'm not really interested in that kid. He's probably got like sticky fingers with his lollipop.
Excuse me, officer.
He's terrified.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Les Templiers. Only that they were excommunicated in 1312.
No doubt he read that too.
And hanged in their dozens within this very square.
Boy, what they teach in the police academy.
Oh,
these
for
days.
goodness sake.
No, monsieur. I read
Yep.
it on that board over there.
He read it on the board. You need to do some reading, George. Some reading.
Shouldn't you be off directing traffic or something?
You have seen the Parisian traffic, no?
Yeah, so?
Doesn't
I
take much
could direct
direction.
The traffic, the most dangerous, the east side of Rome. Or I can sit here and enjoy the
Sounds like a much better idea.
architecture and
The wine might not be great.
Sauvignon. Which would you choose?
Yeah, but I'm not a policeman. What happened to duty?
An
Duty.
excellent question,
It's
monsieur.
part of the trouble, you know. You hear an American saying duty, and it sounds like they're saying duty. It's a childish joke. I know. I'm sorry. Stop being
Does
so
this red
childish.
nose mean anything to you?
It's quite a distracting click whenever you
are
select
a
something.
clown.
Do I look like a clown?
Well,
No. Although you juggle like one. Now, if I'd known you were a clown, it would have been amusing. And not a humiliation.
exactly. You should have worn the nose, George.
What do you mean?
Whoever heard of a plainclothes clown?
Well,
You had a point. So you're saying that if I juggle badly with a red nose, I'd be the king of comedy. But if I juggle badly without it,
You look like a pathetic loon.
mhm, exactly.
Have it.
Maybe
You know what this
we should
is?
try again with the nose.
Ah,
Those people might
you
laugh.
Americans with your notorious
He could arrest you now,
nose
George.
I read Hollywood Wives. I know all about it.
It's not.
if you try to sniff this stuff,
It's not
you'd
nose
fall off your
candy.
nostrils. It's plaster of Paris.
It is. Thank you.
Otherwise, he'd have to do his job.
Well, one awful
George, you almost made him
I
have to do his
thought I
job.
would actually have to
Yeah,
arrest
see?
somebody.
He thought he might actually have to do some work.
The paperwork. You have no idea.
Have you seen this man before?
No. Who is it?
I believe him to be an
International assassin.
Oh, is that all you can say?
Oh,
I did wonder if I should say that I believe you to be an international paranoiac.
it's true. Just
but
ask
it didn't seem polite.
Inspector Rosso. He'll tell you.
What do you make of this?
Except he doesn't believe me about the clown, but you know.
Delightful. Would you like to see some of my used tissues?
Oh my goodness.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Please. No. Away.
Exactly. Put your tissues away, George. No one wants to see your stinky tissue.
Would you like to shake? I stopped myself barely in time. Electrocuting a cop would not have been smart. They'd rebuild the Bastille just so they could throw me in and throw away the key.
Yeah, they probably would. I
You know
don't
what
think
this
so.
is?
It's a sewer key.
See, this guy knows where it's at. This guy knows what he's got, what he's seeing when he sees it.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
The pattern looks Middle Eastern.
Good. That's all we're getting to here. That's all we're getting, guys.
Take a look at this.
He's not got much to say.
An electrician.
No. Nope, just a card for an electrician.
What do you think of this?
A blood pressure sleeve.
Yeah, but what do you think of it? Not what is it?
Look at this gem.
Look
What
at
do
this
you think
gem
it
that
is?
I've stolen.
Glass.
Yeah,
No,
why
it's
not?
not. It's for real.
What kind of madman goes around waving a priceless gem under people's noses?
He don't know you very well,
Either
George.
Glass or I'm mad. I didn't like to think
It's-
about that for
It's
too
one or the other, George. One or the other. And what about my tripod?
What do you know about medieval ironmongery? Have a look at this little baby.
A tripod. What is it for?
You mean you don't know?
A very old
No,
camera.
monsieur. Nor do you, I think.
You might be right, my friend. You might be right. Right, so we finished talking to him.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
Let's have another quick chat to the clown. Because, you know, George embarrassed himself last time. But if we
Hi
thought he
again.
was a clown...
Oui? What is it this time?
I'd like to have another try at juggling, please.
Yay!
Oh, I've gone on a crash course back.
No, I just had an insight into presentation.
Yeah.
Allow me to demonstrate. The balls, please.
If you insist,
Please hand me your balls.
your human
Give me your
nature
balls,
is-
clown. I need to fondle your balls. No.
Okay, now.
I need to watch
my
this. That's getting
secret
risky.
weapon.
He sticks the nose on. Still can't juggle. But the tourists love it.
Juggler was speechless with rage. You could have mistaken him for a mime.
Hmm.
And without a word, he collected his balls
And went on his way, no doubt.
and left in a fury. Hey, you forgot one of your balls.
Guess I get to keep his red
Hey!
ball.
But he didn't hear. Better still, deprived of his entertainment, the gendarme decided maybe he ought to do some policing for a change.
Way good. Good to know. There's not really much we need to do here, but there is a sewer grate.
In the middle of the square was a manhole. I wondered if there might be something relevant beneath street level.
Yeah, but all these tourists are here.
I had no desire to talk to the crowd.
Go away. You're all bad people. You need to leave. Nothing to see here. Let's go in the sewer. Hey guys, we've got an audience for going in the sewer. Down we go. Okay. So now we're in the sewers. We're away from prying eyes. What shall we do? Let's take a walk over here because there's no path that way. So we obviously can't go there. Okay, so we've got some doors, which we'll take a look at.
The wall had flaked, and anything once written on it had long since gone. There were 3 arches, each with an inscription.
What does that one
There
say?
were 3 arches.
Okay, but what does it say?
The wall had flaked.
Yeah, we can't read it.
Anything once written on it had long since gone.
Let's try this one. Yeah, can we read what's on this
The
one?
inscription was hard to read, but I made out Templier and something about innocence.
So the Templars and something about innocence. I get you.
My medieval French isn't much, but the few words I understood seemed to say, this is where the gallows used to stand. Maybe.
So what else have we got? We've got a boat, which looks like it's got like a hook, like a crane type thing with a hook on it. and all we do is lower the hook. Okay, well that's interesting.
The hook lay in a bed of chain.
Can we do anything with it?
The hook lay in a bed of chain. There were 3 arches, each with an inscription.
Okay, this one was all flaking. Is there anything we can do to it? Maybe beat the door down?
For some brutal destruction.
Apparently we can beat the door down. Or maybe we can
Hey,
just...
that's hollow. I'd poked a
Oh, well
hole
done,
in
George.
an historical site. If any archaeologists came by, they'd lynch me for
I
this.
don't think they're getting many sewer
There was
tourists.
some sort of mechanism hidden inside
George.
the wall.
I think
with
you're
a
the only
lever
sewer
in the middle
tourist
of it.
around here. Well, if there's a
Here goes.
lever inside, can we pull it?
The secret door had jammed. I couldn't get through that gap.
I can't get the door open. But we can... Maybe we can pull it open. That would explain what the chain's for. Or... But... Can we? Oh yeah, I think I remember this part. Let's go. Yeah, this is... So this... There's a little window here, a little crack in the rocks here. And I believe... We spy on
In
a
the beginning
secret meeting.
was the end.
Let's listen.
An end wrought by our enemies began our darkness.
It's very
In
loud.
the end will be a beginning. An end to our enemies heralds our new day.
Sorry, headphone users.
Report.
That's a
The
little,
military establishments are in
a
flux.
little distorted.
The end of the Cold War.
not like you get
left
much
with
option.
No clear goal and as obvious targets for budgetary cuts. We have successfully promoted a sense of betrayal in the upper echelons. They feel that the politicians have cast them adrift.
They're probably right.
Is emerging. Our time is now.
Good. Mademoiselle.
That guy looks a bit red, doesn't he?
Governments are giving the corporations
Oh, mind you, so
more
does she.
respect than their own citizens. A groundswell of dissatisfaction and dissidence is growing. The corporations are becoming too large and complex for their own executives to control them. A blind belief in market forces is accelerating this trend the world over. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
The global population's belief in those that govern it has never been lower. We have inculcated a sense of
There's some noise
immediacy
in the
and action
background.
over forethought and planning in all the major governments. They are acting on hasty decisions that cannot be completed or revoked without appearing foolish. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
Okay, settle down, buddy, settle down.
The tired old
Oh,
government
oops,
are
sorry, I just
dying
knocked
a
my
slow
microphone.
death from their own incompetence and our machinations.
Good.
Professor, where is the
Oh.
broken sword?
And here
As we discussed
is what the
last
title
time,
means.
With the loss of the manuscript, our search is as a corollary hindered.
And as discussed last time, you have been furnished with a dramatically increased budget. What have you been doing with our money, Professor?
Just withholding it. Just holding on to it, man.
But the Templars,
As you do.
that is to say our predecessors,
Hold on. These are the Templars?
must have left a trail when they were hiding the clues.
All of who look familiar. We've got the Nobel Prize winning doctor, the professor should I say, the doctor from that surgery that we went to.
I trust these historians
who
and
else?
archaeologists
I don't know who
are
the
more
woman is
trustworthy than your friend Peter.
yet, or the other two men.
was loyal. He tried to protect the Lakmarn gem when the Hashashin came near.
And failed. And don't call that Syrian maniac the Hashashin.
Why not?
He's an assassin. Plain
This is-
and simple.
Is that not
That's
the,
not
is
what
not
he
the same
believes.
thing?
He actually thinks.
Silence! Do I have to remind you that we have a sacred duty?
Maybe a little.
Trust.
You could if you
When
want.
Philippe attempted to destroy
Just a little
the
bit.
order, we lost the sword and our power with it. Now we have
That's a shame.
the opportunity to reforge it. But time is short. We need results, not petty bickering, not excuses. Now, Professor Baphomet.
Yeah,
Yes,
Baphomet.
Of course, my apologies. We will find Baphomet and the sword, manuscript or no. We have already found another element actually within Paris.
Excellent. What is it?
Well, we're not exactly sure at present.
Ha!
But I have my best people working on it. You would do well not to criticize others, Eklund. At least I have not murdered one of our own.
Of course. That guy was the bogus doctor in the hospital.
Marquet was a liability. Eklund dealt with him on my
The plot thickens.
orders.
I beg your pardon, Grandmaster. I did not mean to.
Have you any good news for us, Professor?
We already know 3 of the elements. We know that Klausner had obtained the lens before he vanished.
Where was he?
Syria. We know that he arrived.
Syria.
but after that, nothing.
The assassin.
With our Middle Eastern
I
matchbook.
feel so. It's a shame.
Sounds like there might be some
Klausner was a good operative.
good things
This
coming
will
from
be our
that.
last meeting in
As a lead.
person until we locate the sword of Baphomet. I hope
might be a
that
long
I
time.
don't need to emphasize the importance of finding it. Without it, our endeavors come to nothing. With the sword reforged, we will have the power to sweep the stage of all opposition the next time that we meet. It will be to become
So yeah, basically,
the prince
typical story, isn't it?
of this world.
A group of people who want to rule the world. And they're all going away in a small boat. The good news is, now that they've gone away in their small boat, George can go down here and see what's going on. Because they're all gone. So the only thing to look at here is this. Here we have some sort of pedestal.
In the middle of the circle was a stump of stone, a shaft of daylight from the world above, lancing down to touch it.
There's 3 little points here. You can see 3 little circular kind of indentations. And the most obvious thing to use with that, given that we're in a Templar place and this was on the manuscript, would be the tripod, surely.
The
Yeah,
tripod's
perfect.
feet fitted neatly into the notches on the top
Perfect.
of the stump.
Now we want to put the... because in the manuscript the gem was on top of the tripod.
The light falling from above
We have some
struck the
letters.
gem and scattered in 5
M-A-R
neat rays.
I-B.
And each ray picked out a
Marib.
letter. Starting from the left, I could read
Marib? Marib?
M-A-R-I-B. Marib. Now all I had to do was figure
Marib.
out what the heck that meant.
Oh, you punched me in the gut and I hurt Marib. Sorry.
Nico, I've seen them.
Who?
The Templars. I spied on their meeting in the catacombs.
And you saw the Knights Templar?
I saw a bunch of guys masquerading as Templars. They're after something called the Sword of Baphomet. The bogus doctor was there. The guy who killed Marquet. The manuscript is the key, just
That
as we
bogus
thought.
doctor.
It shows the way to the broken sword, whatever that is.
And how does the assassin fit into all this?
He's
out
their
to stop
enemy.
them. These Neo-Templars, they're men and women in influential positions. Don't you see? Plantar was one of them. The assassin killed him for the manuscript. To stop
Them,
finding
yeah.
the sword.
Don't find the sword.
Now we have got the manuscript.
Yes.
So now we're in danger.
How do they hope to find the sword?
I
don't
guess.
know. They
Maybe
said
we're in
something
danger
about
now.
a lens and a guy called Klausner who's gone to Syria, but they didn't seem to realize the significance of the very site of their meeting. You see, after they'd gone, I discovered a stone pedestal and a carved inscription. I set up the gem on the tripod, directly below a beam of light.
Oh,
The
George.
gem split the beam.
We don't need to hear a running commentary in detail.
M-A-R.
I-B.
Marib is a village in Syria.
Then the Neo-Templars are ahead of us. Klausner beat me to it.
You're not thinking of going there yourself, are you?
Why not?
Obviously, Nico, come on.
That reminds me, you should leave the gem here.
Okay. What about the tripod?
I'll send it back to Andre, anonymously.
Good plan. That is a good plan. Right, I don't think there's much we need to speak to her about, really. That must be... I guess that's what this has got to do with. If we go to Syria...
Syria is a long way, Georges.
At the time this game came out, Syria was, of course, probably a little bit safer than it is now for American tourists to visit. Been to Ireland, we've got France. Spain is on the map, Via de Vasconcelos. That was because of someone there, but we don't need to go to Spain just yet. I think we're going to go to Syria, to Marib. I think that might explain the matchbook. And some other details too. There we are, so we have a few people around. Let's speak to this man. Clearly a tourist.
Hi, I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why, sure, son. Always got time for...
Oh, here we are.
American. The name's Henderson. Dwayne Henderson.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Henderson.
Hell, boy. I'm not in the office. Call me Dwayne.
Oh,
sure, Mr. Johnson. I mean Dwayne.
My name's George Stobart. I saw a medieval picture of a woman.
He doesn't care about that, does he?
Something like that. She was looking in a mirror, but the reflection was of a man with 3 faces.
Now he thinks you're a nutcase, George.
I think you should
yeah.
therapy.
Yeah, George. You're going to open with that. It's a good plan, isn't it? Hey, yeah, I saw this woman and she was looking in a mirror and she had 3 faces in front of her. What does it mean, man?
Bulls have any significance around here?
Weird question.
I think
George.
bulls would have more significance in
I don't
Spain.
think they have.
But we're not in Spain right now, are we, George?
If I ask you an odd question?
Okay, but I might not answer it.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
The Knights Templar?
Yes.
Yep. Nope. Nothing at all.
He just knows their
Well,
name.
You knew they were an order of knights.
What I know and what I say are 2 different things, boy. I haven't lasted as long as I have in this business without knowing that.
It almost sounds like he maybe knows who the Templars are. Oh yeah, the greetings card business.
Please.
I think he works for the CIA, maybe. Not the
Does
greetings
the
card
image
business.
of a knight holding a crystal ball mean anything to you?
Hell no. What would a knight want with a hunk of glass?
I don't know.
That's
the problem.
What's wrong, boy?
That's why we're asking.
It's not a crystal ball.
No.
It all came together in my head. What the conspirators had mentioned losing. The strange perspective.
It's obviously not a crystal ball, George.
It's a lens.
It's obviously a lens, yes. Congratulations on coming to that conclusion that I never came to on my own.
Could say the same about
Well done.
you, George.
Me? Well, I'm just sightseeing, that's all.
Without a camera, kind of lags to come all this way and not take pictures.
There always seems to be some kind of unspoken...
George?
What?
No.
Why?
I don't want you to take a picture of me.
Ow!
Now I'm gonna
Could have warned
check
me.
the check
You
the
don't mind, do you, George?
check the no-fly list,
Back
George.
home will be real interested.
Which folks back home? There's the question. Which folks back home?
What exactly do you do, Dwayne?
Didn't I say? Oh, I run a greeting card company.
Uh-huh.
Yep. We're based in
So you do,
Cleveland,
George.
Ohio.
So you do,
We're
my
writing
friend.
the poems for 'em. You ought to ask her to recite some.
Sure, I'll do that. Does she work for the CIA
Where is
too?
your wife, Dwayne?
Pearl? Oh, she's around, looking for bargains.
How long have you been married, Dwayne?
Hell, must be
20 denarii?
20 years now.
I'll give you 10. Let's see if you'll shake my hand.
Dwayne.
Why?
I'm just being friendly.
Let's just be friendly by keeping our hands to ourselves.
He's not interested in
Yeah?
being friendly. He's a very unfriendly man. Maybe he knows where this place is. We can go looking for it.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
It means absolutely nothing to him. I don't think there's anything else we need to... Maybe we'll show him
Do you know
this.
the name Merlin?
Nope.
He doesn't. He says he doesn't anyway.
Have you seen this man before?
Maybe. Where'd you get it?
I'm
I
not
just picked it up somewhere.
telling you that.
Sure. I I'm always picking up photos of complete strangers and then asking around.
Aren't you? You should. It can make for some interesting conversations.
Ow! Damn it!
There. I've got another picture.
Oh, for
of a
goodness sake.
stranger.
He's taking another picture of me.
About this one.
Good idea. You should do that. Find out what they know about me. I don't think we need to speak to
I'll
this
see you around, Dwayne.
idiot any further.
George.
If he is with the CIA, then he's already sneaking around behind us. Let's hope that's not the case. I think this
Hello.
looks like his wife.
I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why,
Well, for a moment I thought she was a man in a
What
beret.
can I do for you?
Hi, my name's George. I was just...
Well, it certainly is delightful.
Can you let me finish?
I was...
My name's Mrs.
Can you let me
You
speak,
can call me
Mrs. Henderson?
Okay, Pearl. I was...
So nice to meet a friendly
Ah!
face so far
No.
from home.
Stop.
Yes, dear.
I
Shut
was
up.
just wondering if you could help me.
Why, sure, precious.
Could you tell me about the Knights Templar?
Have you ever heard of a group of knights called the Templars?
Sounds familiar. I remember.
Ah, there we
Well,
are.
I had a book. The holy something and the holy something else. I can't quite
Oh my
recall.
god, the holy
I
something and the holy something else.
Seemed like a lot of hooey to me.
Is that the holy socks and the holy underpants, yeah? Seemed like a load of hooey.
I've been talking to your husband, Dwayne.
Oh,
Yeah, he tells me that he runs a greeting card company and you write the poems.
Oh no,
Dwayne.
George.
oh yes, indeed. I consider myself.
She's gonna
the
tell you
artist
them
of the
now.
family.
Do you want
Tell
the
me,
poems?
George, would you like to hear one of my
No,
poems?
George, no. But say yes, just to be friendly.
Yes, go on then.
Okay then, darling, here we go. Our sympathy
Uh,
upon this
this is your
time
favourite?
when your heart doth break.
I like the dot.
Classy, isn't it? We
Carry
know
on.
the grief that must entail when your schnauzer gets bitten
Oh my
by a
goodness.
snake. Ah, it still touches me.
It's
What do you
a
think, George?
it's a dog sympathy card.
Specific, isn't it?
You think so?
Unless Schnauzer's
Tell
a
about it,
euphemism.
dear.
I don't think it is. Just gonna tell you, I don't think it is.
So, tell me a little about yourself, Pearl.
Don't.
Me?
Please don't.
Oh, a gentleman's interest is always so flattering. Well, my husband and I run a greetings card company in a cute little place called Akron in Ohio.
Akron? Cute? Little?
You know that he is an American, right?
You said that your company is based in
Ah, he said
Akron.
Cleveland.
Dwayne said it's in Cleveland, no doubt.
Ah,
Yes, he did.
Dwayne was in the Marines and Vietnam, you know.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, he got a medical discharge. Thing is, he gets...
don't know about his discharges,
We
thanks.
moved away from Cleveland 5 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
He also gets...
I
a
feel
little
sorry for you.
paranoid. Thinks he's a spy or something.
I'm so sorry, Pearl.
Maybe
Don't
he
worry
is.
yourself, George. We live
He wouldn't be
here.
telling you if he was, would he? What's
Do
this?
you know anything about medieval weaving?
I do a little needlework, but gosh.
Why?
It's okay.
What?
It was a
George,
long
what are you
shot.
talking about? Okay, shake hands with an old lady who may or may not have a heart condition.
I liked her too much to zap her with the buzzer.
Shame. Okay,
I've
so
gotta go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George.
I want to
Don't
talk
be
to
a
her.
stranger.
I want to talk to her about all the stuff,
How
because,
did this guy make a living selling useless old machine parts in the middle of nowhere?
well, obviously there's a market for them. There's a little kid over here, let's... Can we press his bell? We'll smack his bell. You can do that on YouTube. No, I'm kidding. We will be on YouTube later, though, at Supernauta Streams. Just once this is finished, we'll upload it. I guess we're going to talk to this little boy. That guy's still taking damn
there, young
pictures.
Speak you the English?
Oh, God.
Speak you the Anglais? Parlez-vous anglais?
No.
Yes, see,
And indeed we.
and rather better than you by the sound of it. My name is Nietzsche. Welcome to my grand emporium of quality merchandise.
Oh, that's good. Let's see what you can tell me about the world.
So, this is your stand?
Oh, yes, sir. Though stand does not begin to do it justice.
You're right, it's a table.
Finest in this bustling metropolis.
This is a bustling metropolis?
Mm-hmm.
Well, not per se. No.
Can't you tell, George?
How much are those books there on the shelf?
Have you any Syrian
Mm.
pounds?
I think I might have a couple of Irish pund.
Then they're too expensive.
How do you sell anything in this area? Nijo, Niho,
You
whatever.
speak very good English.
Thank you, sir. I learned from tapes that my uncle procured.
Oh.
I enjoy the use of the word procured.
Jeeves?
Jeeves and Wooster.
Gussie, Pink, Noto, Aunt Agatha, What-ho?
Yeah. There was a show of that, I believe, with Stephen Fry and
Is that your
the
father
person I
who
can't
wrote
remember the
back
name
in
of right now.
He is indeed a roaring fellow. Ayuk's his name.
You don't sound like you respect him very much.
Don't I? Not only do
The guy from
I
House.
respect him, I rather like him. For all his bluster, we get on very well.
That's good to know. What do you think of these two tourists that are wandering
What do you
around?
know about that couple?
Oh, they're American.
Yeah, I've worked that out, genius.
Chap's a little odd. As for the lady, it's a funny thing. But I get the impression she's a lot cleverer than
Yeah.
she's letting on.
I get that feeling too, and there's a lot of sneaky people around.
Does the word Templar mean anything to you?
Templar. 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 Why, yes,
Of course.
It does?
Yes. A splendid series of books by
Good.
Mr. Leslie Chatterjee.
He reads books.
featuring the
George can't
Roguish
even read a
Mr.
sign
Simon Templar.
outside
Great.
a historic
That's
monument.
Real help, Nijo. Anything else?
The Saint television program.
Yeah.
Featuring Mr.
I don't think it's got anything to do with the questions I'm asking. But yeah, you're right. That was his surname.
And a stick man with a halo. Bing!
Correct.
So
All factually right.
You with Roger Moore.
I only watched it for the stick man with the halo. Bing!
Uh,
He was better at
Does he have to say ping every time? Ping! I have Stickman with Halo. Ping! No more pinging.
So I'm correct in saying that the word Templar doesn't mean much.
Apart from the Stickman.
Well,
Ping!
there was the Order of Knights wiped out in
Oh, you mean those ones?
1312, I suppose.
That's them. What else do you know?
Just how much information do you think there is on a
This is,
Trivial Pursuit card?
A what?
From the medieval edition.
There's a medieval edition of Trivial Pursuit. Do we believe that?
Ask me what a feuter is. Go on. I know all this stuff.
Never mind.
I don't need to know that. I just need to... I'm going to show you my things now. I'm going to show you my
What
balls.
do you think of this, eh?
Oh, sir. What a splendid
George
place.
showing kids his
One
balls
day,
at market
when
stalls
I
in
am
Syria.
rich, I am going to build a world-renowned collection
It's a
of
crisis.
brightly colored balls.
Are you serious?
In deadly earnest. People will
No.
come from
No.
far and
No.
wide to see my
No.
Yes.
collection.
Oh, thank
The
goodness.
Rockefellers and the Gettys can keep their hordes of so-called fine art. But answer me this. What good is a Picasso, I ask you, if you cannot bounce it off a
See, now this is a good. These are the good questions that nobody ever asks. You know, how good is a Picasso if you can't bounce it off the wall? Want some cocaine?
This
I need
is
plaster.
very useful in Ireland.
Really? Your fund of travelers' tales never ceases to enthrall me.
You just say go away if if you prefer.
Okay, forget about the Templars for a minute. What do you know about knights?
They come after days. Boom boom.
Crusaders, they came to the east
Da-da.
on an insane and pointless mission. They sacrificed thousands of lives, including their own, for insensate pride. How anyone can find them romantic confounds me.
I don't know either. I really don't.
Have you seen this man before?
No, sir, I'm glad to say. Cold eyes.
You just need something warm on them.
What
Would
do
you
make
like to
of
look at
this?
my tissue?
A man-sized double-ply tissue stained with Bestheimer's number 12 white pancake grease paint. Apparently.
How does he know so much? Shake my hand.
Shake hands, Nijo.
I'd rather not, sir.
But why not? I mean, come on. I'm a nice person.
Look at this. A lifting key as used by Parisian sewer workers.
Calais, sir. I must my grandchildren will be fascinated.
George doesn't understand sarcasm either, probably. What about this?
What do you make of this?
Well, beyond the obvious, very little. That pattern seems very familiar, though.
Does it? What does it seem like?
Seriously, do you really think this thing's so great?
Take it away, you tempter.
I'll swap it
Shoo.
for something off your stand.
He's crossing his fingers
Financial
like a cross. Go
considerations, I'm
back,
afraid I
back.
cannot.
I thought you wanted this thing.
I do, sir. The stand doesn't.
It's
Which in
alive.
translation meant
The
it's
stand
not really
doesn't.
my
It's
stand,
alive.
and I'll be in big trouble
It's
if I
telling
swap
him,
anything
whispering
for
to him in his
something
ear,
myself.
Oh,
I don't want that. Don't take that from that American man.
Not at the moment, but I'll bear it in mind.
He's not allowed to take it because the table says no.
So long, Nijo.
Toodle peep, sir.
Yeah, Toodle Pip as well. I agree with you. Have we got anywhere else we can go here? Oh, we've got there's a guy in a Union flag. What's he doing? Selling kebabs by the look of things.
What's your name, sir?
Hello, you buy kebab. Moscow.
Sorry, this isn't Saturday night.
What do you make of this?
I've not
sir?
been drinking.
You buy kebab. Yum, Moscow.
Yeah, but what do you... shake my hand.
I'd value your opinion on this, sir.
Nah, you buy kebab. None?
I'm starting to sense a theme with this gentleman.
What do you think of this?
Buy kebab? Come to the...
I don't want to buy a kebab.
Does this mean anything to you?
It means you
No.
buy kebab.
No, you buy kebab.
There's really not anything we could say to this guy, is there?
Well, goodbye.
Unless it was I buy kebab.
Most good.
Yeah, we're going up the stairs. Because you're disturbing me. Well, this guy looks helpful. Doesn't look like he's going to do anything of any harm to us at all. Let's see. What have we got here? Oh, we've got a rug.
It was the pattern.
I'd seen
I'd
that
seen
pattern
that
somewhere
pattern
before.
somewhere recently.
Yeah, you saw it, George, on here, on the matchbook. So I think this might be some kind of secret club. Hey, buddy.
Hello there.
Hello to you. I want
Does
in.
matchbook mean anything to you?
Is this a door?
Ah, give to me. Give to me. Allah move.
Open sesame. Is he? I thank you. So we've got two men in a very secret bar.
My most fortunate possible friend.
Huh? Do I know you, mister?
No.
I'm his
No.
possible friend.
And again I say, no.
I think he protests a little too much.
Do you not see our mutual good fortune in this meet?
Not quite yet, no.
Frank, do you want me to be?
You are a traveler, yes?
Boy, you must be the world's greatest detective.
No, I come from
No.
here.
I
We're
am
from
told
here.
that the Sherlock Holmes of the big forehead and slipper full of
My name is
stag.
George Stobart and I come from Syria.
am world's greatest luxury taxi driver.
I can see where this is going.
I am ultra.
What's his idea of a luxury taxi, I
driver and
wonder?
Luxury guide per excellence. Yes.
This I had to hear.
Where does your heart desire to go?
Mars. Can we go to Mars? Can you fly me to Mars?
To your obedient servant, and we shall fly there, swift as the eagle.
Oh,
I think I doubt
well,
parts
I
of
don't really
that
want to leave
conversation.
Greece yet, but I'm sure that if I do, you'll be the first to know.
Is good. You know where you want to go, you come to Ulta.
Thanks. See you around, Oltar.
Be having a pleasant day, full of shining experiences and happiness, my friend.
Sure, I will. Let's have a look around. I don't want to speak to the guy behind the bar. Oh, it looks like you can't speak to him. Let's take a look around the place first. That's where we came in. There's a door over here. So let's take a look through the doors.
Damn, the door's locked. I'm sorry?
Has that guy got
Did you say
a moustache on
Say you not to go in
elastic?
toilet. Read sign, matey.
Matey?
It lose something in translation.
Read the sign, matey. You can't go in the bathroom. Don't think he speaks like that. And neither do I, let's be honest. Okay, so we can't go in the bathroom. We can look at it.
By staring hard at the notice and squinting, I discovered I couldn't understand a word of it.
Okay, so we can't go in there. That's the bathroom. I'm not sure we needed to go to the bathroom anyway, George. Let's go speak to this guy. If he's got anything to say.
Nice club you've got here. I was wondering if you could help me. What? I mean, I beg your pardon?
He looks like he's pointing to tell me to leave.
No surprise there, alrighty. He says sorry, but he not speak English.
But he didn't say anything.
He not have tongue.
No tongue? What happened?
It was bet.
And he lost.
He won. You should see other
Wait,
chappie.
what?
Oh, yes.
He won, so he doesn't get to have a tongue anymore.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence.
Is it
once
a
more.
bountiful presence? My presence is bountiful? Don't know about that. Let's ask about this
place
guy.
is certainly hard to find.
Oh, yes, it is most exclusive.
That would be because
The
it's
membership
selling
can be no
alcohol.
more than- Kind sir, what would you guess the population of the village?
Let's see, how many people were outside? About
A
5?
couple of thousand?
Then I would estimate the membership to be no more than a couple of thousand.
Wait, so everyone's a member. Everyone knows it's here.
What do you make of that boy in the market?
So what's the point of it being a secret?
Joe, ha, Ayub's boy is too big for sandals. I speak splendid English and he laugh. He say, Ultar, you big ox, you split infinitive.
Well-
I say, I split your head if you stay still long enough.
That's a very
Pretty
funny joke.
yes?
Hilarious.
Haha.
You should be on cable.
Haha. Haha. That man's a little worrying.
What do you know about the kebab seller?
He's mad.
A most miserable man.
Mad,
Ultar
sir.
say, cheery up, matey mate, it might never happen. And he say, shut up, Ultar.
You buy kebab.
Not at all. Arto has face like the drizzle that falls on the midweek afternoon, whatever that is.
Well, yeah. Okay. What about these tourists? They look a bit dodgy, don't they?
Have you met the American couple?
Have Ultar met them? Have Ultar met them? Yes, Ultar have met them.
And?
They most ungenerous.
Most ungenerous.
Ultar offer to show them wonders of countryside. They say,
But what?
Is there anything ancient? Ultar say,
Nature.
Yes, of course.
Nature is ancient.
Nature is ancient. They say, no, anything ancient made by men. And Ultar say, have you seen Taxi? Fan belt older than Ozymandias.
I thought you said it was a luxury taxi.
But they gone.
They just left because you're an idiot, I guess.
Could you tell me what that sign means?
It's a door stay shut until brush come back. Signed, the management.
Wait,
Oh.
so he's
that
just
mean?
looking for a
Manager
brush?
buy lovely new toilet brush, leaves it by wash basin for 10 minutes.
It's gone.
Come back, it been stolen.
Stolen.
Not even out of wrapper. He damn cross.
Why-
Look up toilet and say, nobody use fine pristine toilet until brush given back. We say,
Because otherwise it'll be
what we
horrible.
do till then, eh? He say, cross legs and use superior willpower.
And
Go
that's what you've
outside.
been doing?
No, Ultar use bucket.
I hope I don't find that bucket accidentally, Altar.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
Of course.
Yes? What can you tell me?
Great Sheba band of the 60s.
No.
Not the
that's not
Temptations.
really-
Who put the bop in the bop, bop, bop,
Oh,
bop,
the
bop?
Yeah, Eternal Questions.
Templar? What? I'm not entirely sure what band he's talking about there.
What do you think of this plaster?
Not much there. Not enough to make tasteful garden gnome, for example.
Well,
How about a really small garden gnome?
no.
Ultar not think so.
But how would he know?
Have you seen this man before?
Oh, most certainly. Was
Oh,
here only yesterday.
that's more interesting.
Yesterday? My God, he's close.
Yes, he was asking a lot of questions, just like you.
What did he ask about?
He asked about American called Stoby.
Hmm.
Stobart?
Yes, Stobart.
Shall
You
know.
know him?
The killer knew my name. What else did he ask about?
He asked about German man called Klobner.
I tried to remember the name of the
Klobner, Klobner.
lost in Syria. Was his name Klausner?
Sure.
Aha, Klausner, there we are.
Klausner. I told this man in the picture. Klausner wanted to go up to Bull's Head.
Oh, they'll be dead now.
He wanted to go where?
Bull's Head. Big hill. 10 mile out of town. Maybe 60.
When was that?
Oh,
Wait,
maybe a week.
there's a big difference between 10 and 60 miles. It's about a whole 50 miles worth of difference.
What can you tell me about this Bull's Head Hill?
It's most magnificent. Lovely views. Worth visiting. Yes, by indeedity.
How do I get there? No. Let me guess.
Oh,
You
imagine.
need fine luxury guide to take you there in air-conditioned taxi.
Now, when you say the taxi's air-conditioned, does it just not have a roof?
Find such
Or
a
no
guide.
windows?
And Ultar is most luxurious guide for most literally some way, in any direction.
Gee willikers.
I assume he probably is.
Are you desirous of my pleasant and luxuriant service?
Do we say yes to this? Or is it a little bit... I don't think we don't want to go there right away.
No, I think I'll be hanging around the village for a while yet.
As you desire, oh mister. Rest assured, however, that Ultar is
I will
ready
rest
to
assured.
transport you to Bull's Head as quick as a lickety split.
But I think there's an issue we need to sort here, which is this this toilet brush.
See you around, Ultar.
May good fortune follow you, mister.
So let's go see if we can find it. If we can find someone using the toilet brush, or we can find it lying around. Maybe it's for sale in one of the stalls. Wait. Does he have a brush in his hand? Am I just imagining that? Let's talk to him.
Suddenly, I realized the horrific truth. The guy was basting the kebabs with a toilet
Oh my
brush.
god. Really? Really? We don't... That's disgusting.
Well,
And he's only going to ask if I want
goodbye.
kebab.
Have a nice day.
Most good.
You need to stop using this brush. How am I going to get that off him? Are they even going to want it now? I mean, it's a toilet brush that's been used to cook food. Or clean a grill or whatever. Listen, kid, I've got this... I know you wanted this ball, so I'm just thinking that you can have it if you want.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
I want you to have my ball.
Seriously, do you really think this thing's so great?
Take it away, you temp...
No, we're having the same conversation as before.
Who's the guy selling the kebabs?
Oh, that's Arto. A miserable blighter, to be sure, sir.
He doesn't
Does
seem
he like
very
using
happy.
toilet brushes
He
to
never
clean
is. Day in, day out.
his
a
grill?
face like a wet Wednesday.
Because he is.
Whatever one of those is.
Does he speak any English?
Not cogently, no.
Okay, well, he needs to learn.
So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
Can I just give this to him? Maybe? I know he wants this. Maybe he'll help
Hi,
me.
Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
Seriously, do you really think this thing's so great?
Take it away, you tempter.
He doesn't want it. He doesn't want my ball.
Look, this is going to sound a bit strange, but I need Arto's brush.
What? The brushy based the kebabs.
Yes, because it's actually a toilet
Let
brush.
me find some dirty postcards for you instead.
And I'm pretty sure it
This is
might have been
serious.
used on a
Arto
toilet.
stole that brush he's using from a friend, and I want to get it back.
Perhaps I could help you, old chap. Maybe.
For a little trade.
Perhaps.
Maybe what? Perhaps what?
I do not wish to seem mercenary, sir, but I am a merchant, and merchants trade.
Merchant? This isn't Sears and Roebuck here.
Well, if you're
Oh, you
going
noticed
to be
that, yeah.
disagreeable,
No, you're right. What would you like?
I seem to recall that you have something that might alleviate my
Okay,
boredom.
okay.
Globe of delight, a Rubicon spheroid of heavenly pleasure.
You mean the ball, don't you?
You want a ball.
Tiny spherule of form,
Okay, we get it.
barely
It's a
spans my
ball.
hand, yet promises hours of amusement.
If you mean the ball, why don't you just say so?
Can I have the ball back, mister?
Yes, you can have the ball. I don't think we need it.
All right, here you go.
Have my ball.
Thank you,
I've
sir.
still got
People
another.
say bad things about Americans,
Shh.
but you're
Don't.
okay in my book.
Don't.
What people? What bad things?
Never mind that now. Remember the brush?
Right, yes, the brush.
All you have to do with Arto is be polite. It lightens his day, makes it
Does it? Okay.
worthwhile for him again.
Is that all the
How can I
advice
be
you're going to
polite
give
to a
me?
guy when I can't speak a word of Syrian?
Arabic.
That's what I meant.
Simply memorize this phrase. Il ach il kal.
Il ach il
Close
kalm.
enough. Now,
wonder what
Go
that
over to
means.
Arto and deliver those honeyed words even unto his delicate ear. He won't be able to do enough for you.
Really?
Really.
I get the feeling that that's probably not a good idea.
So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip.
But as things go right now, I don't really have any other options. If anyone can think of any other options, you know, by all means, feed them back to me. But right now, I think we're going to have to use these words to speak to this guy.
Hello again, sir.
Hello. Kebab? Yes?
Let's say it.
Il akul kalb?
Filthy.
Uh-oh.
Bad.
What's going on?
I'll kill you.
Run!
Calm down.
George, run!
Feet, do your thing.
I don't think your feet need you to tell them. He's got a knife in his hand, for goodness sake. But where is he? He just disappeared? Wait, but he just disappeared. Went up the stairs, and he's gone. Okay, well he's gone, so let's go back. Oh, he's there again. Just not talk to him in case he decides to stab us. But we didn't. What use was that to us? We didn't get the brush.
It was the sort of bell you see in hotel receptions. Kind of unexpected here.
Yeah, well, you smack the bell and then a guy looks out the door to see what you're doing. There's a gun up there. You want a gun?
What the heck did you tell me to tell him?
Patience, sir.
Patience? Patience? I've been chased by a homicidal kebab seller, and you expect me to be patient?
But consider, sir, while you were running from the irate Arto wasn't using the
That is
brush.
true.
Hold on. Are you telling me that I've been using
Yeah.
a diversionary tactic?
Your brush, sir.
Yes, George, you have.
I
At least we
can't
got the brush.
believe that you put me on that kebab seller's death list for a toilet brush.
The ends justify the means, sir.
Yeah, but I noticed it wasn't your butt that was on the line, though.
They also serve who only stand and wait, sir.
Oh, spare me.
Okay, well, at least we got the brush.
So long,
Thank you,
Nijo.
Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
And now you can play with your balls in the street. Watch out for this guy. I get the feeling we might see them again. Just somewhere deep in my heart, I have a feeling that we're going to see them again. Those American tourists. Because they're just a little strange. Anyway, look, I found your toilet brush. So there it is, look. There's your toilet brush. Now, can I use the bathroom?
Here's your brush, sir. It wasn't easy getting it back.
But he's very happy about it nonetheless. See a big smile on his
The manager
face.
took the brush from me, gave me the toilet keys as my reward, and stomped off. What was all that
And with
about?
that, he's gone.
Manager, he say, bah, look at state of this. Need much cleaning in detergent before go around my you bend.
He said all that?
Body language accounts
gonna
for
put-
much, you know.
Don't.
Oh,
Oh wait.
yes, indeedy.
I don't want it if it's been up his U-bend. Okay,
The spittoon was nearly full. What did they sell here? Drinks
I
or
think
expectorant?
that's the bucket he's been using. Okay, so we got the key for the toilets. And let's go inside the toilets. I guess we need to go inside the toilets. Seemed like it was an important thing. And they've been sitting unattended for a while, so let's just give them a quick flush. Don't want any stagnant water. These are lovely bathrooms.
Oops.
Oh, someone's going to have stolen his... What happened? Oh look, I've stolen his bathroom chain. Let's not tell him about that. We've also got this. There's not much to do here.
It was a roller towel dispenser.
That's what we want. Can we... Okay, that just makes the towel go round and round. It's like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. We make sure we've always got our towel. So I'm just going to take one now. Oh yeah, there we go. We have ourselves a towel.
There didn't seem much point in closing the dispenser.
That seems to be about all we really wanted to do. Seems like George's only intention in life these days is to just steal from people. Just steals from everybody. Okay. A lot of this is done from memory because I have played the original game a long time ago. I'm hoping that the director's cut doesn't throw me up any major surprises. I have made some minor changes to a couple of things, but I don't think there was much we needed to do. Oh. But the cat is there. Oh yeah, so we need to... No. I think we need to... Go on then. If I remember rightly, the cat goes on there. We ring the bell. Guy comes out and the ball goes up there. And it does something and the cat knocks down the ball. The guy's still there. Go on away. Come on, away you go. Right, so we've lost a... What's that? A bottle of water? Is that a water bottle?
The statuette looked pretty sorry for itself after its fall.
It's a statue.
Chipped with both arms broken off.
Well, I don't think anyone's going to want it now, are they? It is, in fact, it is after all broken. Let's go speak to the little boy. Ask if we can buy it.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
I accidentally got this knocked off.
Statuette? It is broken after all.
Certainly. And when my father deals with that feline for breaking it, you can have a Davy Crockett
good.
cat as well.
Animal cruelty, just what we wanted to see, just what we wanted to hear in the middle of a stream. Well, thank you, my friend.
So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
Okay, so now we want to make it look like something it's not. This little statue. The best way to do that is to wrap it in a towel.
Maybe not.
I know. Yeah, I'm sure that was something we were supposed to do.
The grease paint had worked.
Oh yeah, that's what I knew we had to wipe something on it.
Marble instead of cheap plaster.
It's still just garbage though. What are you gonna do? What do you do again? Oh, you have to speak to the tourists about it. You speak to the tourists about it, and then they take it off your hands.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
Look what I've got. I've got this thing. You might like it.
What do you think of this fine piece of ancient statuary?
You're such a con artist, George.
Just what I be looking for.
Would you like it?
Would I ever? I'm not carrying the money, though. If you go and find Dwayne, he'll pay you for it. If he gives you any trouble, just tell him that I want it.
Oh, I'm supposed to just tell him that you want it. Okay, I'll tell him that you want it.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
I somehow think that might be a piece of personal information. She wants it. And then they go off to their hotel room.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Hopefully not.
Hi there, George. How can I help you, young fella?
You can buy this fake statue off me,
What do you
please.
think of this?
Good gravy. Looks old.
Yeah, I had to turn this town upside
You
down.
could say that, yeah.
Boy, your luck's better than
You could
ours.
say that.
Looks Roman.
I wouldn't know.
What'll they say?
He
back
wouldn't
home?
know.
How much do you want, George?
Looks like
Oh,
garbage to me.
It's the find of a lifetime. I mean,
$50. Take it or leave it.
Well,
I'll take
that's
it.
my
There you go.
that's my choice, I guess.
And here you go.
I'll take $50.
Thanks for the money, Dwayne. This'll come in real handy.
I get the feeling we
I ought to
probably,
thank
if I
you
remember,
for
we need money to
providing
get
this
this taxi
gold
anyway.
statuette.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what it
well,
is.
I'll see you
It's a
around,
Roman
Dwayne.
statuette, Dwayne.
Down on it, George.
I'm a little concerned about that count on it though. Right, let's go in here. Let's get this taxi and let's get a taxi and let's go to this this hill, Bull's Head. Bull's Head. That's where we're going.
Hello
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah.
Yeah, we know about this. It's my bountiful presence. I don't think we want to say that to him.
About Bull's Head Hill.
Are you desirous of seeing this most splendid place?
Yes.
Well, maybe.
A terrific bargain. Only
50 of your Yankee bucks.
50, huh?
You see? I guess that's a yes.
Okay, it's a deal. Here's the cash.
Ah, most splendid. As you say, the cash price moolah is correct. Mister, we make with haste.
Where exactly is your taxi? Because the only vehicle I can see around here is an aging army surplus truck.
Yes?
Ah.
Yeah, and that's his taxi. So what?
I'll be along in a minute.
What are you saying? What are you suggesting about his vehicle? He's jumped up and he's away.
It didn't seem right to take off with the toilet keys, so I left them on the bar.
Yeah, you don't really need them where we're going. Okay, so here he is. We're going to get in his taxi. We're going to get the heck out of here. This will take us to the
Hello again, Ultar.
Bull's Head Hill.
His most splendid and adventurous client.
Yes, I am splendid and adventurous.
Yes, most assuredly.
So how's it air conditioned?
Most entirely splendid taxi in all Marib.
It looks like an old army truck to me.
Yeah.
Ah, you Americans with your checkerboard caps and your Judd Hershes, you have lost
Judd
sight of
Hirsch?
what a taxi should truly be.
About 4 tons by the look of it.
Yeah.
There, you have hit the nail in the nutshell.
Okay, already, let's go.
Regrettably not, most esteemed pair. There is a minor problem of a tiny nature.
The cab
The
doesn't
time
work,
belt
does it?
has taken it upon itself to break.
So, what are you gonna do?
What can I do? I must wait for a
Well,
ride to the garage.
I think I have
or a
something which could be used at least
How
as
long
a
is that gonna take?
One day.
temporary.
Maybe 6.
One day,
I
maybe
can't wait
6.
that long. We gotta get moving.
But how, my friend?
I'll think of something.
How? As you can take
Is this
this.
any use to you?
My friend, the very thing. Yes.
This roll of towel. And then we can get going, right? Yes?
Claude took the towel from me, cut it in 2 lengthways, and gave me half
It
that.
doesn't need the whole length, of course, the whole width.
The kind of fan belt replacement that's normally done with stockings.
Now, if I knot the ends together, so serviceable, yes?
Very serviceable.
Very serviceable indeed.
Stockings might
It's
work
a
on a bench,
serviceable
but on a truck, the coarse toweling did the job.
Stocking.
Come along, my friend. You want to see the bull's head?
Yes. Yes, yes we do. We want to see it because I've got a feeling that we might need to go there. I think it's going to be an important place. Here we are, we're in a car and we're being looked at by somebody with a telescope, are we? Except now they're flying in the air. He's jumped up above the world. Whose telescope's this? Merlin, maybe. Mr. Merlin and his telescope. Here we are. We're climbing up a fairly dangerous rock face. And we're still being watched. He likes to watch. Maybe we'll get away from here. Oh yeah. So there we are. We are now at the Bull's Head. And there's not a lot of places we can go. We've got that. We can go down there. Can we?
I could see that crack would make a good anchor point.
Okay, it's a crack. And there we've got, what, a branch? We can take a branch. Yeah, we've taken a branch. But is there anything else we can take? Any... Oh, we've got something else there.
I damaged that tree enough for one day.
Oh no, it's just the tree. What if we look at it?
A young tree grew at the edge of the drop.
Hello, young tree. Okay, so is there anything up here? Can we move the camera slightly? No. Okay. So we have 2 places we can look.
Centuries of hot days and cold nights had opened a crack in the cliff edge, deep into the living rock.
Yes. If we click onto it.
I could see that crack
Okay.
would make a good anchor point.
So the only thing we've got that we can really, I think, anchor into a crack is surely that bit of wood that we just took, or maybe the sewer thing. Can we put that in there? No. okay, I think it would be a bit more solid than a branch, but... Nope, not that either. If we... I don't know.
With a flourish, I tied
Create
the
a
end
rope.
of the towel to the stick with a textbook reef knot.
Yeah. So, does that mean we can put that in there now?
I could see that crack would make a
Yeah,
great
yeah, we
anchor
get it.
point.
Okay, so you are anchoring it in there, you're not just saying it. Again. Okay, well let's use our makeshift climbing gear.
Well, that looked really safe. But I
It
had
did,
no
George. It looks
choice. I
really,
hadn't
really
anticipated
safe.
going mountaineering
I'm sure you'll
when it
be
comes to Syria.
perfectly fine. No one's gonna harm you. Yeah, he didn't actually climb that, did he? He just jumped down the hole. So what have we got? We've got this, which I don't think we can even get to now. Nothing else off the screen. Well, we can jump off the cliff if we want to. I don't think it's come to that yet. Well, there is like a hole in the rock there. It's glinting at us. Oh, come on, George. You're the slowest guy in the world.
I didn't like the idea of putting my hand in there. But hey, what the heck? I was only risking mutilation.
Oh,
No
yeah.
blade took my hand off at the wrist, and no scorpion stung me. For which I was very grateful.
Good.
But there was something in there.
What is it,
metal
George?
Ring, as wide as my hand.
Well, why don't you grab the metal ring then? You gotta grab those brass rings whenever you
I
can
took
get
a
them.
firm hold of the ring. I tried not to think of death traps.
Unless you're
And
Roman Reigns.
pull.
Oh, hang on.
Whoa there!
It's a door. We've opened a door. So in we go. Into the world, into this underground area. Look, we've got Cthulhu. Or maybe not, why not Zoidberg?
I found the corpse. Oh my god. Klausner? Large as life and twice as dead. I'd hardly had time to accept the fact when I heard the door mechanism start up again.
What? No. Oh, you're kidding me.
Oh man, no! The door had slammed shut, trapping me.
I think this might have been what happened to
I had a bad
Klausner.
feeling about how Klausner had died.
Let's have a look at him. See what he can tell us about himself. Yeah, he's looking a bit worse for wear, isn't he?
Whatever had been in the bottle had been drunk. Klausner must have died of thirst and dehydration.
We've got a whip.
Bullwhips might be handy for exploring ancient ruins, but they're no use when you're trapped in a cave. Klausner clearly fancied himself as a
Yeah,
latter-day
it looks like
Indiana
it.
Jones.
It looks like he does. Let's look at his
I've done more
clothes.
fun things in my life than searching a corpse, but as my life expectancy wasn't great, I figured I should.
Well, yeah,
try
we need to
every new
search him.
challenge that came my way. I cautiously flicked open the jacket.
Yeah, there's something in there.
Hey, what's this? I'd found
What is it,
some
George?
kind of lens. A
Oh,
very
it's a
old
lens.
made from a very hard.
And as we know now, that thing with the knight
Knight on the manuscript
was
had
a
been
lens.
holding a lens the whole time, not a crystal ball.
Sorry. So is that it? Is that all that? Is that all that he's
There's
got?
nothing else in the pouch. I searched the corpse. No portable phone, no demolition charges, no 5-course meal. You'd think international conspirators.
I think
would
if
go around
he
better
had
equipped.
had those, I think he would probably have used them, don't you, George? While he was lying there. Okay, what's this? Looks like a map of Great Britain.
I couldn't take the inscription with me. All I could
Doesn't
do
have
was
Ireland
stare
there.
at it and try to
So I think it's
memorize it.
Great Britain.
In occidenta sita est in ora mundi. Okay, that would have to do.
Let's be honest, he doesn't know what it means. See what we got. We've got this. It's like a kind of large
Stone head.
cylindrical
bearing
stone.
3 bearded faces.
Aha!
It was a strange
The
image,
3 faces with the
but
mirror,
a
with
powerful one,
the
redolent
mirror,
with antiquity and ancient mysteries.
with the lady looking at the mirror.
The mouth's open. It must be Ultar. My God, if he comes in, we'll both be trapped.
Ultar! Don't come in! It's a trap! Stay where you are!
Is it Ultar?
You!
No, it's Khan.
Hello, Mr. Stover.
It's Khan.
Meet in the most
Khan.
Please, do not
not make any sudden moves. I have no desire to maim you.
Did you say maim?
I did. Dead men tell no tales, as you say. And I want to hear everything that you
Sure, okay, why not?
And what if I don't want to talk?
Then I shall, most regrettably,
Let's be honest.
to kill you.
You're gonna want to kill me anyway.
Sure, however, that I am an excellent shot. You would not suffer.
Oh, that's good. Believe me, I'm really assured.
It is rather.
Yeah, I'm sure we are.
I think we should conduct our business outside.
Why should I make myself an easier target?
If I fire at you, Mr. Stobart,
Yeah,
I shall hit
you're gonna die,
even in
regardless if he decides to shoot.
Unfortunately, my marksmanship will.
Yeah, it might take a little longer for you to
It
die.
will be the difference between hitting you in the leg or the groin.
Boy, it sure is hot in here.
Well, if you're shooting him in the leg or the groin, you're not really aiming to kill him, are you? I guess we're going outside.
Now then, where shall we start?
How about being bosom buddies and you putting that gun away?
Yeah, why not?
Klausner, do you know where he
Yeah, he's in there. He's dead.
Yep, he's dead. Just around the corner of the cave. You want to look?
I'll take your word for it. How did he die?
You know, surely.
Starvation or dehydration?
Did you not trap him in here?
He was caught in this trap you were shouting about. Yes, I suspected as much. The Templars were not ones to give away their secrets lightly. Was he carrying anything of importance?
Yeah, your mum.
No, nothing.
So, why is this location important? What did the Templars hide here if not an artifact?
That's all I said. Your mum.
Well, there is something, I guess, but you can't move it.
Yes? What is it?
It's
Well,
a treasure map. Yeah,
we're not going to do a your mum joke
Come
again.
now. Do you expect me to believe that?
Yeah, okay. You caught me. But round the corner, there is something in Latin up on the wall.
Latin? Do you remember it, Mr. Stobart?
Yeah, it says Romanes eunt domum.
In Ora Mundi.
Ah, the words of Caesar. Yes, that makes sense.
Romans
Well,
go
I know that
home.
roughly, it means.
This means
to
the
west,
Romans,
to the edge of the
to their home they go.
But what the heck is that about?
It tells
can't
me
remember the
where
line.
sword performeth lies.
Line.
Mr. Stobart, I am sure that you are just what you appear to be. A
What an
gifted
idiot.
amateur.
Thanks, I think.
But I can no longer tolerate
Oh.
your interference. There is far more at stake than you
But-
realize.
So what are you gonna do?
I regret that we must end this here.
You can't kill me now. Come on.
Your only choice now is whether you die like a man or like
Can we have a third option? A third option.
Okay, you're the boss. I'll take my medicine.
You are an honorable man, Mr. Stobart. A rare breed.
Well, I don't know
should
about
like
that.
to shake
I've got
your
some
hand.
ideas. Oh,
Yeah. Well, what the heck?
let's shake hands. Buzz. Buzz, buzz. Let's jump off a cliff. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Okay, I suppose that's okay. Yeah, that'll do.
Luckily, the canopy on Ultar's truck broke my fall.
He's just recounting his adventures.
The worst part of the experience was Ultar's driving.
What about the lens? Is it still in one piece?
Somehow, yeah.
Well, it's good to see you again, Josh.
Really?
It's good to see you again, George. Now, give me that.
I have to say, I'd have enjoyed Syria a lot more if you'd been there.
I wouldn't have been much else. Anyway, you did just fine on your own.
Yep. Wait, I guess we did. Here's the lens.
Have you
Look.
any idea what this lens might be used for?
As a magnifying glass, obviously.
No, obviously, yeah. Is that all the help you're going to give me? Can you not, like, be a little more helpful than that, Nico? Like, do you think this chain's any use?
I brought you a present.
Are we really going to do that?
Oh, George, you shouldn't have bothered. What is it?
This.
A necklace. It's rather heavy.
Ethnic craftsmanship
George,
at its most rustic.
you're giving her a
Oh,
toilet
of course I
flusher.
love it.
You do?
It will always remind me of you.
We've just given her a thing that flushes a toilet. we've given her a thing that flushes a toilet.
Is there something going on between you and Labanel?
What business is it of yours? We agreed all this. The clown, the Templars, strictly business.
Strictly
remember?
business.
Yeah,
Taking
but-
care of
So
business.
get off my case.
I think that we've exhausted all the options of conversation here.
Better get back to the quest.
I'd better. I think the only other place we had to go was we had to go to Spain, to the Via de Vasconcelos. Vasconcelos? Yeah, I think that's what it is. The Via de la Vasconcelos. But we might do that next time, because right now I think we have to, well, let's travel there first. I think we have to do that. And see where it is. See what it is. But I think that's going to be the end of our stream for the night. There we are, we got a place with some lovely grapes. And another castle. And apparently we just skipped a scene without intending to. And we're walking. A lot of walking. A lot of flying. He must earn a lot of air miles. And there we have a man watering his garden. And that man will be the last man we see today, as we will be ending our stream here in just a few moments. I don't have any other, I won't be able to do any more streams this evening. It will just be this one for today. Remember, this will be up on YouTube very shortly under the name of Supernautus Streams. All my streams, of course, are available on Mixer for a little while to watch, but they will gradually disappear. We're not going to speak to the man just now. What we're going to do is save our game. Currently at 54%. Just out of interest, I wonder what percentage we're at completed now. 69. That was quite convenient, wasn't it? Okay, well that's us for tonight, guys. I hope you enjoyed the Broken Sword stream. I'm hoping we're getting closer to finishing that game off. Maybe in 1 or 2 more streams. Because I don't want to kind of go over and do like 3 or 4 hours of the game. Maybe it's sometimes a little bit too much of this kind of game. So we will be getting back to Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars, the Director's Cut, hopefully tomorrow. I hope you'll enjoy, hope you'll join me for that. And thank you very much. Have a good night.